Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of the 8 Morning 92 podcast where we always keep it 100. You heard none of them sound effects, did you?
Nah. Hey, told y'all niggas I was gonna keep it street.
Oh, then how you coming, Glock?
Pause.
Okay.
It's the 8 Morning 92 podcast. You know how we do. We always keep it 100.
Yeah.
And I wish I never met her. I wish I never met her. So far we can't be friends. You know the funniest part about the mic is, like, whenever you hit record, you can never remember the motherfucking lyrics. But soon as we get started making love, going harder, there's a gunshots at the wall. And as soon as I go deep, hearing that nigga down the hall, there's a gunshot going on. Yeah, we back to potting and we got us squatting and I guess he's the best. And I know y'all seen the little shit that I put on the last episode, but this one is going to be He's So Cold. We're back to record again. Way we talking, rapping, scrapping. Look at this nigga Mitch. That's all I had. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 892 podcast, where we always keep it 100. We are your hosts of Primal Primates, the atheists of the ones, the twos, the threes, the four. Mitch, how you doing today?
Chilling, bro. What's going on?
How you living? What? How you living? What? And living, niggas. All right. You got Banks here again, another one for the day. Welcome back. And today we are joined by a very special guest all the way from Maine, Rhode Island, Dr. Noah Harris.
This nigga said
specializes in conspiracies, theories, and hieroglyphics. How are you today, Dr. Harrison?
What up, though?
Now is that Ivy League for good evening?
Yes, sir. Yeah, doing good, man. Thanks for having me on. Representing Maine, Rhode Island to the best of my ability.
Hey, you know
what's happening, brothers? You got any weed?
What's good with everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8192 podcast, where we always keep it 100. How's the gang today, man?
Man, we chilling, bro. It's cold than a motherfucker over here, man, in DMV. But it ain't as cold as back at the crib, so everything cool.
It's pretty chilly out here today too. It was like 32 degrees. I hate when I say, but it feel like, and it's 20 degrees low. What the fuck? Then why don't you just put 20 degrees lower, bitch? Because if it feel like that, I need the temperature to read like
that's
that.
what it is. Goddamn it, shit, nigga. Look at the weather app and type in South Bend, Indiana. It'll make everything feel better.
I ain't never typing in South Bend anything in my phone. The apps you gotta go through, or whatever you gotta go through before you get to Indiana, is probably the fourth option.
You from
Probably
right down the road.
option.
Shut the fuck up.
X Hamster, X Videos, Pornhub, South Bend, Indiana. Type your location there. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? You type in.
Niggas, you trying to kill me?
You did. I'm just saying. So you type in South Bend anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Type it in Reddit. You type in South Bend and then see if it shows anything for Indiana. It's gonna show some porno.
You're gonna see a South Bend, Indiana. You're gonna see a South Bend, Washington, bro. Like,
you're gonna see a nigga named Washington been in South, and you're gonna see Anna Indy bending. That's what you're gonna see. But you know, shout out to that, man. You know, it's a very important day for Indiana. Everything is gone for shits. Y'all have actually been the dark cloud of the world. It's sports especially, but you know, Indiana is facing DU in the national championships today. So I mean, for better or worse, you know, any type of talent that has had the name Indiana on has gone to shits. Tyrese Halliburton's Achilles, Caitlin Clark's groin or thigh, whatever was hurting. Daniel Jones, the other Achilles.
He naming shit that can't nobody control, right? You can go on the shit. Fuck you, man.
I'm just saying.
You're a Tennessee Titans fan. I don't want to hear shit from you.
But Tennessee Titans sets the board for complacency every year. You, on the other hand, you've actually been every part of the year you were riding high, and then life seems to. You know what I've noticed about Indie animals? I feel like when they say life hits you fast, that's you niggas. Because I just remember everything about it. Shout out Kelsey Mitchell. Shout out the Fever. Boom. Caitlin hurt. They lose. Shout out to the Indiana. What is
She
it?
was
The Indiana
already
Pacers.
hurt.
Don't matter. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers. You know what I'm saying? Finals
I ain't
game
never
7.
shouted them niggas out.
Wow, Tyrese Halliburton. That's what his ass was.
I ain't never shouted the Pacers out, nigga. I will
But
never
watch
shout
this
the
one.
Pacers
Watch this
out
one.
unless my son goes on to play for him.
I bet I get no objection. I bet you I get no. Your son goes play for the Fever.
I said if if he goes play for the Pacers.
I said what the fuck kind of shit that's going on there?
Hey,
okay.
I'll send cash over there to beat Jarvis up right now, nigga. Stop playing.
Please. Daddy, what happened? That light nigga. That light nigga turned into Spider Boy. Started whooping my ass left and right. Just because that nigga got a big head. Just because that nigga got a big head, I'm telling him run around him till he get off balance.
All right.
But what was I about to say? I told Jarvis this though, like dark niggas, you got to hit them in the nose, square dead diddly. So what he gonna do is he gonna walk away, he gonna punch him right in the crown, because that's how you get a dark nigga down. You know what I'm saying? When a dark nigga see blood and they be like, oh, I can't be light, then like they start freaking out and shit like that. They start going into convulsions. But one thing that you can say that you were positive about the Indianapolis Colts when you were winning the division 7-3. No, ironically, that's all the Titans were when they needed one win before Tannehill fucked up and then Malik Willis couldn't win a game. But you know, we were already back-to-back champions. Now the Colts, on the other hand, haven't won anything in over 10 years. So I just noticed with today's national championship, how are you feeling about the state of Indiana against Miami?
Like I always felt, nigga, it's home and I'm gonna root for home unless it's the Pacers. I don't fuck with the Pacers. That's the only Indiana team I don't fuck with. The Colts are still miles ahead of y'all. Like y'all still fucking suck. So you can keep talking about the Titans versus the Colts, nigga. We dogged y'all twice.
You have a quarterback?
We dogged y'all twice
This year?
All y'all got is a quarterback.
You're getting so kerfuckled in your chest right now.
Kerfuffled?
I mean, yeah, but you know, like I just feel like that's so crazy because ironically everybody in the division beat us this year, so that's really not a achievement. But you know, back to that, back to you being a loser with the Colts. And Bob, us all talking about the playoffs, but you know, what do you feel about that? You say you're going with the home team. What about you?
Oh yeah, I'm rolling with the home team, man. One of my homeboys actually used to be a lineman for IU, so I'm rooting for them because I'm an IU basketball fan. I'm just rooting for them because it's the home team. Like I ain't gonna sit here and lie and act like I've been following them all season. I'm a Notre Dame football fan, so you know what I'm saying. But it's the squad.
How'd they do in the playoffs?
You're not even a college football fan, so I'm not gonna dignify that.
You remember when I said there's always a pro
as the playoffs went, we would be facing IU right now
next year. But you know the funny thing about because you weren't in the playoffs this year, but I understand what you're saying.
And we beat IU in the playoffs last year.
That's cool. Last year when you were in the playoffs, but this year you weren't.
That was the last time IU lost, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, what's your thoughts on the game? He said that's the last time
IU
lost.
I think that's the last time IU lost was when they played.
It is. It is. Shit.
No, what's your take on the game?
I can't lie.
What's your take, Noel?
I never heard people from Indiana being called Indianimals, so that's pretty cool.
We're not, bro. We're not. We're not.
I never heard that before. That's kind of cool.
No, the fuck it's not. He probably about to send you the reference too. Those two niggas are the only two niggas in the history of Indiana to ever say that shit. And they not even from they from Hammond. They not from Gary. Like it's close by Gary. They not from my city. They not from Indianapolis. They not from Fort Wayne. Hey.
Oh, that's a bad look.
This came out the womb with that step.
Hey, Banks, you want a box, bro? We good?
Go ahead.
Sweet
Go ahead,
goodness.
twin.
What the?
Nah, I'm gonna roll with IU.
I see what type of show it's gonna be today. All right, cool. Cool.
Since you've been away, boy.
Even though it's hard not to root for Miami, they got all them, the Michael Irvins and the Ed Reeds on the side of the field. It's kind of hard not to root for them, but I can't give their quarterback, so he gonna fuck it up.
Oh, is it because he used to be in the SEC?
Nope, he just not that good a quarterback. He don't deserve this.
Oh, okay. I just feel like because he used to play for Georgia, I didn't know if that was.
Okay. He's a 7-year player who.
Hey, you're right. He graduated 2 years ago,
bro.
Let's give it to somebody new for once.
And he was talking like to that. He was talking so crazy when Miami beat us earlier this year, and they only won by 1 or 2 points. And he was mad when they lost again when he was at Georgia last year and lost. Like,
we still Indiana move. We from Indiana move. We some Indiana move. I'm an Indiana move. She an Indiana move.
AI, clip this.
We Indiana move.
Because you already know this one's gonna be on the tail. You know what? When IU win.
Hey.
I feel like there's a Druski skit for this. I'm sure there is. I feel like there's a Druski skit for that.
Druski wouldn't waste his time.
He wouldn't. It's okay.
Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead. Know what you're saying.
When IU win though, I'm okay with you using that.
Hey man, y'all be some Indiana ones.
Go ahead, no, my fault.
No, that's all. I think I'll pull for IU. Okay. Just for a little bit of history.
Banks, who you picking?
Man, I really don't care about either program. But we'll go with Miami for the reason Noah said, as far as all the members of the past U fraternity being there. That's gonna be always a good time seeing them on the sideline. That's really literally the only reason. Like I guess you could get deeper into maybe like the history part of IU making it, so on and so forth. But I don't know if it's gonna be as much fun as it would be.
Yeah, I really don't give a fuck. I just want to see, I just want to see the U win because I ain't never been paying attention to sports when the U won something. And
not even in 2000.
Didn't care about football like that.
Okay.
I was like one of them kids that like maybe 14 or so like that. That's when I kind of really started caring about sports, music, sports, everything. I was still playing with toys. Actually, I was playing with toys with the nigga on the thing right now. So
you still playing with toys?
Right. Check the background here.
I know your ass ain't laughing. All right. I heard a chuckle back there. But speaking of like losses we can prepare for, the Buffalo Bills lost. And the Steelers lost. I mean not Steelers. The 49ers lost, the Chicago Bears lost, and who was the fourth team that lost?
Houston.
The Steelers did lose.
Houston.
Oh,
Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
So we got the Rams versus the Seahawks, and we have the hurt Denver Broncos versus the Patriots. And I just wanted to know, first, how did y'all feel that this divisional weekend went? No, I'll go to you to guess. Go first.
All the games were solid except the 49ers Seahawks game. That was the only blowout. But all the rest of the games, I think they were entertaining. And I wouldn't be surprised if like in the next 10 years everybody switched to a dome stadium. Because them elements, man.
I feel like the elements still keep it. I mean, now CJ may have pushed it to the limit with all the motherfucking picks, but I feel like the element games like kind of keep you honest to know like why I signed up for this game.
Yeah, I mean it's fun to watch. I mean, I wouldn't want to be out there, but it's definitely fun to watch.
hell no, I wouldn't want to be in there with Vrabel just with a motherfucking vest on, getting like colded out. But Mitch, what's your take on the wild card weekend?
Houston did exactly what I thought they was gonna do. I said it in the group chat. Paul, CJ gonna choke. What else?
But the game had, I thought you was talking about something else.
No, it was the game, nigga. Nah. As far as Bo Nix getting injured, bro, that's just a tough break for Denver, bro. They've been balling all season. And Bo Nix been looking like a veteran quarterback. And for him to like just fuck his ankle up right before the AFC Championship is just very unfortunate. So that'll kind of make me root for them. I don't think they're gonna win by any stretch, but that'll kind of just make me root for them as an underdog just because they've been having a good season. Shit. As far as LA, I forgot who called it in the chat, but LA made it to the NFC Championship. I don't know how they fare against the Seahawks. I feel like it's gonna be a strong defensive game. Maybe Devontae Adams finds the ball. Maybe he doesn't. But I'm still going with the Patriots. As much as it pains me to say, I'm going with the Patriots to win it all. Maybe up against LA. That's CJ.
Shout out to CJ Stroud, man. You know what I'm saying? He's out there doing your thing, big boy. He's out there doing your thing.
That's him?
Bro, what is that?
That's CJ Stroud, man. What you mean?
Like, what was he trying to do? Like, the love don't cost a thing mixed with the Macarena?
Man, he's a fatty. He's a baddie. But I don't know. I feel like, everything kind of panned out. I wanted the Broncos to win. I wanted I was kind of iffy. I kind of wanted Houston to win, but I kind of wanted the Patriots. I really don't want Vrabel to get one. Seemed like this nigga done got like the easiest path to a motherfucking Super Bowl. This got to be karma. Bro. So I don't know if we ever gonna succeed by the karma this nigga got.
I want to see Drake May do well, and I want to see Stephon get a ring, bro.
Kind of rooting for Offset on that one, so I'm kind of going opposite. But I mean that's still my wife. So.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Exactly. So I'm kind of rooting against him. But I have no real ill will towards Stephon. But then the 49ers wasn't expecting that one. Shout out to Jordan James, Darius's nephew. He got to play. It was at the end. Not the first play of the game. I'm not shouting about for that one. Shaheed blew right by him. But at the end of the game, he got to play in the end of the game. So shout out to him for rookie season. And then
he ran that bitch back like Devin Hester, boy.
Oh, Chicago, that was a good ass. Noah, has Cam Ward not made that motherfucking throw all season?
I mean,
that was motherfucking dark.
That's a tough break.
That's type of stuff where like the Chicago fans, they at least got to be happy knowing they got like a Mahomes type, because that dude, man, I swear Chicago was done for.
I heard niggas is starting to get their nails done because of that shit. And I was like, this is how you really blend the gay and regular community. Had that nigga be a star athlete. And then that nigga show up in the game
and get a nail polish deal.
Just
but
like one of the stud
see what a
boys
good coach would do to you. Now, a year ago, we were saying Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, but Caleb Williams ain't, you get the right coach and look what happened.
CJ Stroud has probably been the most disappointing. Somebody said it today. I think it was Troy Aikman. He was like, CJ seemed to be chasing his rookie season success. But I did want to ask y'all, what was y'all take on that interception for the Buffalo Bills game? And did y'all feel like the Bills got cheated? I thought it was a good play.
That's a good pick to me. It didn't hit the ground. He came up with the ball. The other cat didn't have control of it. That's a good pick. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
What you say, Noel?
A better receiver would have got the respect. They probably would have made that call, to be honest.
It was an interception. I don't
Brandon
get
Cooks, if that was Devontae or Luka, they wouldn't have gave him that call, that interception.
Devontae wouldn't have got that.
Devontae, they try to show that same Devontae Adams play where his whole knee was down. Then they ripped it out. The ball literally bounced off the nigga chest as soon as he hit the ground and to the other nigga's head. He didn't even have to rip it.
And it was 4 hands on the ball.
Pause.
Yeah,
but all right, well, I get. I'm gonna let a lot of things, bypass for the sake of sports. But
I thought you was about to say it too.
No, I caught myself. I had to talk slow with that one. But with that happening, Bills lost and Josh McDermott was fired. Is it time for us to have a conversation this morning or on Monday, Martin Luther King Day? Shout out to the King. Is it time for us to have a conversation about Josh Allen? Because Josh Allen essentially had the clearest path to a Super Bowl this year. And once again, he fell through. And, a lot of people say this isn't like he's had better games than this. I kind of look at it from this standpoint. It could be you. You had Diggs, which they got in the Patriots. You had the Mahomes thing because they changed the rule for you now so you can get the ball. I just feel like when so many things happen to you, it could be like the Jerry West effect. You're going to get to the finals, but you're going to lose every year. It could just be you, nigga. Like, this may not be what you was meant to do.
You're right.
Is it time for us, as much flack as Lamar gets? I'm gonna tell you who need a lot more flack, who don't get shit. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow need to be in this motherfucking conversation as well. Right. Joe Burrow had one good season, and every time a nigga. Oh, actually, Justin Herbert too. But Joe Burrow need to be in this motherfucking conversation too. Because Joe Burrow is injury prone, which availability is the best ability. So I just feel like, but for Josh, I mean, no Mahomes, no Lamar, no Joe. I mean,
and you still.
And then you have four turnovers. Like, and I say this all the time. I don't see anything that he does different. He's not better than Lamar to me, but I don't see everything that he does. Every time he runs the ball, they praise it. Every time Lamar do it, Lamar just needs to sit back in the pocket, So I'm gonna start Kendall first. Like,
and you see where that got Lamar this season.
Yeah, hurt.
Like, but Lamar and Josh Allen are both like very great athletes, very great quarterbacks. I don't feel like Josh Allen is better than Lamar, but Josh Allen is still a solid quarterback. Like a white boy who can run the ball. You know what I'm saying? As a quarterback, and you can like go ahead. Oh, I thought you was about to pause, but no. Fuck all that. I still got a vendetta against Josh Allen. The nigga owed me $1,200.
Oh my god, it's always bigger with rap than you, nigga.
That nigga owed me $1,200. That nigga cost me a $1,200 win on the parlay, bro. Like, but no, I think he just has very bad decision making skills in late in the game. You know what I'm saying?
So one nigga worse than him is Ryan fucking Tannehill.
Hey, low key, if Lamar or Josh don't make it to a Super Bowl, I mean, are they better than Cam Newton?
Who, Lamar?
Lamar or Josh?
Well, I mean, I feel like Cam and Lamar is two different type of people.
Yeah.
I can't compare them. I'm not gonna say one black better than another. Same way I won't say he better than Vic, but I think all of them are better than Josh Allen. Nigga don't even got that spurt to him when he running. He just look big and white, like Brian Breaker or something like that, running to a nigga to get a spear. It ain't no style to pizzazz to it. I need you down there in 5 seconds. I'm here. So, no, what you feel like? Is this time to us have this conversation about Josh to like bring him down off that pedestal? Or
there's something to be discussed because I'm actually surprised they got off Mahomes so quickly. I would have thought they would have Mahomes. I would have thought they've been riding Mahomes for a while. But as soon as he get hurt, they just completely disregard Mahomes. And I'm not even a huge Mahomes fan, but at least he's won all these Super Bowls, kept them from winning Super Bowls. But the moment he gets hurt, the moment they look like he got a little crack, they jump on Josh Allen and immediately just annoy him. And the conversation just really needs to be, is he as good as they want him to be? And I don't think he is, but that doesn't mean that he can't get it. They just got to stop like hyping him up before he get there. Because at least when they were doing it with Joe Burrow, he did get the Super Bowl, could have won it. When they did it with Mahomes, he was winning. People complain they don't do it for Lamar. Lamar, I guess, he ain't been there. He ain't won yet. But they don't really do it for Josh, and he's in the same boat. So, I don't think it'll change until he. I would say it won't change until he loses another playoff game, but I don't think that'll change. I think they've got it in their heads that they want this guy to be, the next great quarterback. Because I bring up Cam Newton because honestly, it's not too far out of my mind like how Cam Newton was playing, physically, and I wouldn't say he made all the passes like Josh Allen, but what does Josh Allen do that Cam couldn't do or didn't do? And I think Cam Newton had less weapons on offense than Josh Allen. At least he had Stephon Diggs for a while, and he got James Cook, and
Kelvin Benjamin got fat as
ends.
fuck. Ted Gins had the same size hands as Jarvis. What you call it?
Ted Ginn, your wide
Steve
receiver one, and you get to
Steve Smith was old as fuck. DJ Moore came when he was out the door. Same with Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I agree. I just feel that, like I said, I've beat the Josh Allen pause horn 10,000 times. I said my disgruntledness is, with the McDermott exiting, we also saw the dismissal of Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh, and right now it is 10, -3 because they already kind of hired some. John Harbaugh's to the Giants. Mike Tomlin is taking a break. It's a couple people that signed as we were recording the show, but there were 10 head coaching job vacancies. Are we seeing a new era of the NFL because with all the departure of long-standing and household name coaches, in y'all opinion?
I think so. Just like everybody seems to be like going through a regime change. Like, all right, this coach or this quarterback has been with the team for a while. It's either it seems like it's either the coach or the quarterback that they move it. You know what I'm saying? So if the office is like, all right, we're gonna give the quarterback another shot because he got this many years left anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just like I feel like coaches have been getting like just too ahead of themselves or too entitled to their position. With Mike Tomlin leaving, like we all know like he was persuaded to go ahead and resign and everything. Like he done brought so much to Pittsburgh. Like they wasn't just gonna disrespect him by firing him and everything like that. But we all know like, hey, bro, we gotta have this conversation. Like it's time for you to dip. And we'll let you handle it how you want to handle it. But yeah, I feel like it's just everybody needs like a shift in leadership, a shift on that sideline, not necessarily the players. I think it's more on the coaches than the players this season.
What about you, Noah?
Being a Titans fan, I think
Terrible.
To answer your question about is there a shift, I think the real shift being on this side of fandom,
2014.
seeing it from outside looking in, I think the real shift is going to be, I think people are starting to realize how much their team's owners really care.
Mm-hmm.
So you can base that on the hires that these teams that fired their coaches are making and just some of the decisions they make when it comes to like building their team. But I think if anything has to change, that's kind of waking up, because if you look at baseball as an example, the Dodgers, they keep winning World Series, and it's because, they're doing, buying all the best players and making the best deals and stuff, and just kind of really taking the personnel part of it seriously as far as like scouting and stuff.
And no salary cap.
No salary cap. And then, if you want to go to basketball, like OKC's been doing it from the front office very well with picking their players and making deals to get these draft picks to build a team. And I think just across the sports landscape for every sport, the teams that are owned by owners who actually care, and who got the front offices that actually are doing the homework to find actual good players, like there should be no reason that, the same teams always draft the best players, no matter where they draft them, what order they draft in the draft. Like the Packers, the Ravens, like these teams always get the best players, the players or heard of in college, whereas the teams like the Titans and the Browns, they always get like either the reach of a pick or like just players who aren't like that. So I think the change of regime, I think it's going to be really the focus. People are like really paying attention. People are invested. You got people in Nashville who are spending money to buy season tickets for this new stadium. They care about what kind of product you put on the field. So I think just the casual fan and the hardcore fans, I think nowadays are really starting to realize like what teams, which teams management cares and are really taking it seriously. Like it ain't a coincidence the Eagles got every Georgia Bulldog and every Alabama, player on their team. Like they just, they know what they're doing. They're looking for the right players. They're getting the right players and not taking a swing on somebody like, the right tackle Titans got Latham, when everybody was like, man, that's kind of a reach,
Send this fat ass home.
You don't do that when you're a good team or we are a well-run organization. I think as a Titans fan, so speaking on them, I think it's just now, I think people are really, the last 5 years even, I think people just really caught on that, we're not a serious franchise. As much as we want to be because we're fans of the team, it's like you can't see every other team improve and make good decisions and then us not, and then still make bad decisions, expecting things. So I think that's the regime changes. People are really organizations that are really actually doing the homework to find real like good players, good coaches. I think that's the real change, and we'll see with this hiring cycle. We'll see if the same teams who are good are still good with their new coaches, or how things go with that. So
I think also what those coaches kind of signify is the old way of kind of getting a quarterback and letting them sit before they start, and also not having immediate success, and then being able to not have to worry about your job. Brian Callahan was fired in his second season. Shout out to Will Levis for getting that motherfucker fired, and Rand Carthon for drafting that motherfucker. And then you see a lot of these kids. Cam Ward is a perfect example. Who started immediately, and it's the same with CJ Stroud. It's the same with
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson, who's okay. Parking car.
Injury prone, nigga.
Yeah,
relax.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, my pussy hurt. But and then it's the same with Bryce Young. And now we're getting coaches like the coach for Seattle, and then you have the coach for who's Ben Johnson. We're coming in and kind of getting instant results, and we're also seeing a transition for the better part of we're pushing out the white quarterback, and everybody basically is black as a quarterback, and we're getting the new, younger, mobile, out of pocket, non-traditional quarterbacks to where it's kind of like we're in a win now. And also, I think what it is, you see a lot of the scramble is with the Chiefs down and possibly out, there's a shot for the throne. With the Eagles kind of down right now, there's a shot for the throne. And so I think that's kind of like what we're seeing when I say this is a new era. So I'll tell you another era that's about to be on the way out. We got J. Cole, who finally teased us with some music. He gave us a release date for the Fall Off. And I mean, this is a part about J. Cole I don't think he understands. Your rapping ability was never questioned. Now your character as a nigga in general, not like as a black person, but as a motherfucker, is a question to me. But are y'all looking forward to the Fall Off? And how do you look at J. Cole's music now since the battle?
I don't look at him no different. Nigga can rap his ass off. As far as making the diss really wasn't all of that when he went at Kendrick. But if you're gonna send that out, like everybody says, like hip hop and rapping is a sport. You know what I'm saying? And it's about competition. It's about looking and feeling like you're the best and everything like that, and saying that and standing on it. What you didn't do was stand on what you said. You know what I'm saying? But with that, like that doesn't take any of the anticipation away for, you know what I'm saying, this next project and possible future projects. Like the world is gonna stop and listen when J. Cole drops something. The world is gonna stop and listen when Drake drops something. The world is gonna stop and listen for however long when Kendrick drops something. You know what I'm saying? Those names, like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do as far as beef goes. Like you didn't really go against who you are as a man. Um, so I don't think he'll be received in any different type of way when he make this drop. And for it to be potentially your last album, yeah, everybody's gonna stop and listen just like they did when Hov announced his first retirement, like and the Black Album. You know what I'm saying? And that was what 2003, 2004. It's gonna be the same thing. And with the teaser and the track that he dropped, like you can tell that he's in that mode. JID did an interview not too long ago with Joe Budden, and he said him and J. Cole got like a 15 track back and forth project together that they may or may not release. I'm ready to hear J. Cole rap again. And that's about it. It don't I wouldn't have personally made the choice to apologize to nobody. If I said something, I said it, but it doesn't make me look at him any different. It's just now I know what to expect from him, or now I know what I want to hear from him. I don't want to hear about him dissing nobody or being in no beef.
What about you, Noel?
Same. I didn't really look at him different either. I think with this last album he's dropping, I've always liked J. Cole, and I've always put him up there with just one of those like people you can always listen to and just kind of just jam to and be like, man, he's really flowing and stuff. But I just hope for this last album, if it is his last album, I just hope it's something that kind of keeps him relevant for a while, because it's weird seeing our favorite artists getting older and not knowing if this is it, I guess for them. And I noticed he says his last album, so it should be it for him in that sense. But, I think J. Cole is an artist, how like the generation older than us or before us have their artists who still tour to this day or are still iconic. I think he's one of those artists that, he doesn't have to, he really don't even have to release no more music. I think he's got a legacy where he can live off of what he's already made, and he's got a real fandom. I just think, whatever this album's gonna sound like Mitch said, I mean, I don't really have an idea of what I want him to be talking about, but I'm sure it'll be just pretty good. And I just hope it's something he can last on. Like just like seeing T.I., making music again, stuff like that. I'm like, damn, I mean, can I see J. Cole making another album like 10 years? Like maybe, but like even if he don't, I think he's a grandfather, or at least entered that kind of phase in his career where he could just, if he don't release no more music, I think he could still just live and tour off of everything he's made so far. And if he want to do some type of show, 5-10 years down the line, I think he still get the same amount of people to come see him. Like that's I think his artistry is that level where he don't really got to even release anything. And if he does release anything, I won't think it's any more or less. I just think he's at that place where if he keeps releasing newbies, like for example Wiz Khalifa, I saw he released an album this weekend too, and I listened a little bit of it, and like it's just I've always loved Wiz, and it's always still, to me, it's just like what I expect to hear from him, as far as like, okay, it's gonna be some hit and misses throughout the album, but generally you'll get like 3 or 4 good ones, and it's just like, all right, cool, he still got it. So if I J. Cole with this album, I expected some hit and misses here and there. I don't expect no radio hits, but I expect it just be kind of what I've come to been accustomed to hearing from him. And I mean, his role in the whole beef, it was hard for me to not let the internet form my opinions and stuff, because I still love both those artists. But his involvement or non-involvement in beef, I don't think that made any difference. I think it was always going to be between the two of them. And then everybody else who jumped in or who was trying to go against one side or the other, I think it was just always going to be between the two of them. And if you're a real fan of both their music, I don't think it should change either how you view either one of those artists, and then J. Cole included. So everybody in that beef, I'd say I don't think I've looked at any of them different, except maybe Rick Ross, but that's only because of circumstances of his career arc and where he started, how he kind of fell off after a while after MMG kind of went quiet, and then where he's at now. I'm just like, yeah, out of all those people, I think I'm still cool on everybody. I still like Ross's old stuff and ASAP's old stuff, and The Weeknd, he still got, so
I got a question.
I have a hold on. Go ahead.
All
What's the question?
With like the anticipation for this album, and like I think I seen something that was released that said Cole made the artists that did feature, he made them sign NDAs to basically say like, hey, you can't say that you're on my album or that we've been working or nothing like that. What type of features would we expect, if any, you know what I'm saying, for the next Cole album?
I don't know. I really don't give a fuck. My honest opinion. Me personally, fuck what these niggas is talking about. Cole, I can never look at you the way I looked at you before. Okay, I can never look at you as that top one, that top dog, that motherfucking sniper, that motherfucking killer. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of that tough talk. You want to do your introspective lyrics about how you cheat on your wife and all this type of bullshit. You want to do all this type of stuff. You want to use your great similes. I already knew you can rap, nigga. But as far as you being that nigga, I don't want to hear that shit no more. You know why? Oh, okay. Y'all notice that? This shit started because of you, motherfucker. Okay, that was a bar that started all this shit right here. My nigga stood 10 toes down as you went there and told a nigga, pop you on the other side of the cheek. I'm sorry. Okay, so from that pussy ass shit right there, that you fell off then. So I don't know what other more falling off you could do from there. As far as that top dog shit, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of it. Okay, so from a standpoint of me, with it, y'all can say whoever won the war. That nigga took whatever ass whooping or whatever for some shit you said. And the moment you felt that your knickers were getting knockered, your ass apologized and left. So I don't want to hear any of that tough shit that you doing, any of that best, that Muhammad Ali shit. You must be talking about Muhammad Ali with the shakes, because you damn sure ain't talking about Mr. Float Like a Butterfly, Sting with a beat. That's all I want to hear from you. Go back to doing that. Do that Q-Tip and Talib Kweli shit, you know what I'm saying? Do all that other shit, do that Most Def rapping and that Common rapping and shit like that. Before you like my love away, do all that bullshit. But as far as 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, nigga, get the fuck up out of here with that shit, okay? I don't know him from the battling standpoint. I'll never look at that nigga the same because of how that nigga handles this shit. This shit started from you, nigga. And that nigga stood 10 toes. Nigga, you said, I'm sorry. It took me back to a place where fall your ass off the fuck from over here. That's how I feel with that. Let's move.
So you think if he had stayed in the beef, he would have been him and Drake against Kendrick, or it would have been just the three-way?
The beef started with this nigga. It's his verse. You notice whose verse I played? His verse. The shit. You know what? Where we at? That's that. Who was that talking?
He said we, but he was
Who was that talking? Drake didn't say this nigga name at all.
But he said we the big three.
I say that because maybe, you know, because really it could have just been the three of them, but I mean you can't disregard what Metro with his involvement with all this was. So
and what happened?
Like, I ain't trying to go against Metro.
He was Drake's hype man.
You call whatever you want to. I be OVO, I be all that, I be 69 God, I be all that. All I'm saying is no to answer it. I just can't look at you. He should have, at least when it got to the point where it was getting personal, he like, I step out, cool. Nigga, he didn't even put out Euphoria yet. Nigga, you literally said I might delete this later. Nigga knew he was scared from the moment he put the shit out. Then the nigga still got dissed again in Euphoria and just decided blah, 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 blah. And you started the shit. The verse that he responded to was from you. So yes, I feel a certain type of way. So that's my take on it. I'm not gonna harp on it too longer. That nigga fell the fuck off a long time ago when it come to talking that other shit. That nigga want to sit there and talk about how he let Nas. You know you let a lot of niggas down besides Nas that day, nigga. All right, so I just want you to know you keep letting niggas down. There should have been a prelude to that. Should have let us know all about you, nigga. When you let Nas down, you should have let us know there's gonna be a lot more y'all gonna do. Okay. AI
that nigga should have jumped on the ether beat.
Yes, AI clip that. Fuck that nigga. You been letting niggas down since you let Nas down. It ain't stopped since. All right. We want to talk about that, man. So we about to talk about a pastor. Let's talk about Reverend Druski before we talk about Reverend King. Druski got a lot of people up in shambles. this past week for his take on his most latest skit, which is doing numbers. But here you go, right here. I want y'all to take on it, and then I want y'all's opinion on everybody that's doing everything else.
Do you want a revolution?
I'm gonna have Wanda stand up here. Wanda, please. Wanda told us earlier this month that she could not have a baby anymore. So I impregnated her with the word of God. I'm going to impregnate everyone with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God.
I'm not gonna get this shit flagged. So, but we got Druski's video up here with the mega church, and we all seen the video. Before we get on your opinions on it, we did have a lot of people giving a lot of backlash. But actually, I'll ask y'all first. What was y'all initial reaction to seeing this video? Noah, you go first.
I thought it was really funny. I didn't catch what was the backlash for.
Just a lot of people saying like, he disrespected church. That's not how it is, and everything like that. I got a video to go with it, but Mitch, what you feel?
Pure comedy. That nigga didn't miss not one bit. The outfit that he got on in this video is you probably gonna post the side by side. The outfit is from one of the most popular pastors on social media. All the antics and like just his wording with everything. It's he drew from a lot of like real life inspiration. I'll say it like that so I don't get paused or so I don't say nothing really wrong.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing.
Well, actually, while you're there, let's get like some of the backlash for people who had offended for it. Here it is right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
They just go to the church, like, bro, like, you can think, don't the church one is funny anyway, so it's not funny, it's fine. No
Distraction. You cannot avoid distraction. There was a video that came out this past week with a few 100 million views, and some people were trying to link it to me. And so I watched the video. It was hilarious. And the thing that I was most taken aback by was how much frustration it created in people. And I stepped back for a second. I said, oh my gosh. All this was an attack on people's lives of distraction. You know how many people didn't spend time with their kids this week? Fighting with somebody they don't know in the comments? Do you know how many people watched video after video after video? It was a distraction. There were people that didn't.
Who is this nigga?
It's an African pastor. We can go on. We can go on
Okay.
with We can go on with all the like the Druski shit as far as how many a lot of backlash he's gotten from the church community, and it's not really why I want to. We know because we just happened to be talking about it the last week with the pastor with the freaky ass dress. We call Mitch the freaky deacon of the thing, but a lot of things
It wasn't see through, nigga.
It was. We saw too much through the lens of what the fuck she needed to be on for a woman of the cloth. All right. Now, I'm not Muslim, but I give them that. They knew how to dress their women, cover them all the way up. All right. They was on to something. All right. Ain't no hijab Nova. Ain't no what you call it, Allah Nova, none of that shit. These niggas knew that it's respect when you're gonna be sitting up there with somebody of importance. Now she out there, I bought the dress, horny ass nigga. All I know is basically Druski has done a lot of skits and they favor things that are true. So with this being attacks on the church, I mean, we all seen. I said this just to you last week. The pastor should be the poorest nigga in the altar. Now, the only thing that somebody said to me, I think it was on the Breakfast Club or something that like made sense was if you have like an outside income other than the church and you decide to do nice stuff, then I'm cool with you spending your income that way. I think he said anybody that files a W-2 or I-95 or something like that, whatever the fuck it's called, 1090.
Say I-95.
Hey, y'all knew what it was. And I'm cool with you spending, but the pastor, the nigga giving the word, should be the brokest nigga out there. Not the, not it shouldn't be 17 shouldn't be 17 collection plates in the middle of the talent show. And so, I feel like a lot of people are upset with him. We should be pointing back at the finger of how far that we've fallen from what the message is. I wanted to get y'all opinions on it.
Those pastors that he did make fun of, they should definitely look within. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in and out of church. I've never seen anything like what those pastors have done, what those pastors have portrayed, the message. I've never heard any of those types of messages or nothing like that.
Yeah, they had you in the
So
back.
it's like you said what?
They had you in the back. They still run that investigation at your church.
Man, fuck out of here. Anyway, but no, so it's just like if you're gonna be upset at somebody talking or having an opinion or making fun or making a mockery of it, you got to watch what you put out into the world. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you don't make it, like, what pastor is just gonna get up there in a full monochromatic or monogram Dior suit?
Every black pastor.
Nah. Not my uncles, not my cousin who's a fairly young pastor, not any other pastors that I've grown up.
Because the church ain't got no money yet. That nigga
But
trapping out the
no.
Let that nigga get out. Let that nigga go from First Episcopalian to Baptist church. That nigga like, gonna be talking different.
It's some of them churches that, like, the money does go straight into the church. When we was down in San Antonio, my pastor at the church I went to down there, the church was a good size, a decent congregation and everything like that, but he went up there like he was just a regular man with an honest job. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of car
I don't know what kind of car he had.
See, that's how he gets.
I know he went up there. I know he went up there looking like a traditional pastor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not every pastor, it's not every church that looks like that, but the ones that make it to our algorithms and everything, making it look bad, and you leave yourself subject to some scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? For funny niggas to make fun of you.
No,
I don't see nothing wrong with what Druski did, honestly.
Yeah, I don't see how you see it as anything other than a joke. Because, like Mitch said, if you grew up in and out of church, what the kind of church we experience, if I can relate to what he's saying, you wouldn't make fun of that. And so what he was doing was something you absolutely make fun of, which is why if anybody had any problem with it, it's just that's a them thing. Because if they didn't see that as satire or just really highlighting, or if they hadn't thought of that as that's how they looked before, then that's a personal problem. Because any church that we've all been to, or most normal people, or just regular degglers, it's just you wouldn't make fun of that, I don't think. But when you got what he was doing, I think that's the easy thing to make fun of. The irony that they think that, oh, you're making specifically black church experiences out to be like this scam is, the irony there is that, I watched the Righteous Gemstones. So like, you can't, from what, people are complaining about, it's like, clearly they never saw that show.
Brother Eli, they see Brother Eli before.
Like that's white people doing the exact same thing. And that's like a whole show about that. So
we went to church. It was a big difference between Brother Doug or Pastor Doug at Tuscaloosa Hills Baptist Church, or the white church we went to, was done specifically at 12 o'clock. And then when we saw Pastor Maxwell, that Escalade at Lake Providence Baptist Church, Missionary Baptist Church, when we left about 12, this shit was all day. And that nigga had a whole Escalade. The nigga was the freshest nigga there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. It's like I said, I agree. I have no arguments for it. I know
the
Mitch,
fanciest thing I've ever seen a pastor drive was like you said, like a Cadillac Escalade or a Suburban or something like that. I ain't seen no pastor pulling up in no Porsche, no Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? No Bentley, nothing like that.
I think I'm like that out here.
I've never experienced that either in my church going time. We've gone through
Seven Day Adventist town.
I've pretty much gone to the same church for my whole life, and I think we've had about maybe 3 or 4 pastors, and they've all driven like Cadillac, not trucks, like, you know what I'm saying, like the old school. I don't think I've ever had a pastor drive anything that was new, especially not luxury, no Mercedes, no BMW, none of that.
In your whole life going to that church, did you ever see any improvements to the church itself? Did you see where any of that money went? Or
man, not until I was a grown man.
But also as kids, we wasn't looking for none of that either. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen it too. Like the church that my uncle, the church that my uncle resides at, he's gutted that church from the inside out and made it look like
damn,
it's
bro.
church,
God,
nigga.
Damn, bro. Fuck your uncle into, brother. Damn.
God damn, Druski shit.
To be honest, when I was a kid,
like, I have seen. I was about to say I have seen money go into the church parking lot and everything like that. So I mean, like I said, it's not all like what we see on the internet. What you say, Noah?
Yeah, I was just say, just like you said, when we were young. For me, when I was young, I thought it was a problem if my church didn't have a basketball court. I kind of thought that was like a sign of like a well-run, a high trajectory church. If we had a basketball court, as a young person, I thought that was what we needed. I was like, "Damn, we even got a basketball court. We got all this space, so we got a basketball court." So yeah.
Funniest thing I always remember about church, every time I go in there, especially black ones, I laugh when I think about that Martin scene when he was like, "Nah, I paid at the door, man." that's one thing, but I know that's one thing he did. But speaking of his and her, Mitch, did you want to lead the floor?
Yeah, man.
Review.
It's been a lot of like talk on the algorithms and everything about Netflix show His and Hers, and I watched it, and it's a damn good It's a damn good show. Spoiler alert. The mama did it.
Don't spoil it.
You said what?
Don't spoil it. Just review it.
Oh no. The mama did it. If you don't want to know that the mama did it, just go ahead and fast forward.
How the fuck you gonna tell them to fast forward after you already spoiled it? At this point, they know what happened at this point. Bro. You say spoiler. You say spoiler alert, and then say I got a couple minutes to go. Nigga done spoil it and say, oh, okay, but y'all want to skip it after I already told you what the fuck happened. That's up to y'all. Hey, I clipped that. Shit, what the fuck, nigga? You can tell, when the nigga do something they first time, and you can just tell, like,
that's fair.
You just got a little too overzealous. You got a little too overzealous. Shit. No, I've already seen it, mate. So they know it now. I've already seen it. I already knew what happened. I said it. I didn't feel shit, but I'm saying as in the disclaimer part just horrible.
It goes at the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, bro. I was just like, okay, well, just go ahead. Now, I mean, you done fucked it over. Just go ahead and finish telling the whole motherfucking show at this point. Damn. No, this is supposed to come out way better than that. But this nigga. All right, there you go. Well, I feel like that fucked it over. So let's go ahead. What y'all done did for Martin Luther King Day? It's a Hers show. I give it a 10 out of 10. What's your most memorable Martin Luther King Day moment? Shit.
I don't know if I got Martin Luther King Day moments, brother. 10 years in the Navy, I didn't have to work on that day. That's about it.
What about you, Noah? Also go ahead, Noah.
What was that cartoon called? Was it called Little Martin?
Our friend Martin.
Our friend Martin. Yeah.
There you go.
You knew that. Damn, nigga. Damn.
Baddest cartoon you could ever watch when you were a grade school kid, man.
Bro, that shit fucked me up so bad. I was like, wait, he about to die? Martin, no.
I gotta go.
I gotta walk in this door, bro. That shit really affected me.
That shit was, but you knew it was about to be Martin Luther King Day or Black History Month when that cart with that big ass box TV came into that classroom with the VCR at the bottom. Talk about a pastor using the church's money. Shit. But no,
Martin, you know what? I bet you Martin's smoothest line. I have a dream. I'm gonna be in them draws tonight, girl. Oh, Martin. I bet you if they were to do a documentary on Martin Luther King like they do on R. fucking Kelly and Diddy and everything like that, the dark side, Martin's nightmare. So I just want to know. I don't know if he did it though, because it's a long time for them hoes not to come out. But I feel like if it's just like a string of white women, I want to know what he was saying. And one day,
it was the 60s now.
This black dick and this white ass will go hand in hand. Amen, 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 amen.
God bless the dead, man.
I have a dream. I have a dream. You know, two holidays I hate. People ask white people that ask me, "What are you supposed to do for them?" It's Juneteenth and Martin Luther King Day. So what do you, bitch? I don't know. Go to fucking sleep.
Be black.
Fuck you mean? I just wake. I see that I don't have to go to school that day. I don't do shit. And what I do for Juneteenth, I know I got double barbecue. So shit, I don't know.
Don't forget May 19th.
Fuck is May 19th? That's your birthday. Your birthday is 26. That's when I graduated.
My birthday's a week after May 19th. But
I know it's the 26th.
Yeah, but May 19th is Malcolm's birthday. We celebrate that too.
We should.
I go around making sure ain't nobody got their hands in my pocket.
Walk around with a motherfucking shotgun.
Brother. Your hands looking antsy, bro. But you know, as far as that, y'all got any wrap ups for us before we go? Noah?
No, other than just, I guess I don't need to watch his and hers. I was planning on watching after the game tonight. So
yeah. Some people just
no, it's still a good show. It's still worth to watch. It's still worth to watch.
I don't think so.
I could have lied.
It's a 10 out of 10, Noah.
Okay, I just got told about it, so I was planning to watch it after the game tonight. But I'll go into it like I didn't hear nothing.
This premature reviewer over here, this preemie over here, had one shot to lead the motherfucking segment.
Hey, bro.
This is why you gotta ask this nigga questions ahead of time.
I was gonna jump in and be like, "Can I get a spoiler-free review?" But I missed it. So.
Well, we didn't get a chance for that because by the time he told you that, the nigga done spoiled it. So I gotta see it. Y'all got anything coming up?
But a closing, I will say though, as far as new stuff, like I don't know. I think 2026 is gonna be a return of the movie theater experience. I think we got some good stuff coming out this year. So, for the movies and the movies theaters side of things, I think it's gonna be a good year for that. So whenever y'all do the reviews for those movies, I'll be there for that.
You gotta make it seem. Banks. Now if you talk about anybody, you gotta say some shit for Banks come on this bitch 2028 talking about how the fuck you gonna spoil Avengers Doomsday. I ain't seen it yet. So anybody who really feels a certain type of way is that nigga right there, because I know he ain't seen his or hers. Banks, you seen it?
Yes. Yeah. You said I've seen it. I told y'all about it.
I don't remember you telling us about it.
It was in the message.
I don't remember that either.
I remember Mitch saying it.
Just scroll back. I brought it up, and then you said I need somebody real to tell me about it. And Mitch said I seen it, and then you believed him because he saw.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Hey, don't make me sound like that.
Clearly he saw it. I mean, as he told everybody.
But no, it's a damn good show. Wrap it up, man. Like Noah said about
pause.
About
all right, we'll wrap it up.
The movie theaters. I've never lost a movie theater experience. I'll still go to the movies to see the same, like every Marvel film that's come out. I'll still go to the movies for it. What I won't spoil, but what we can talk about later on is Night Patrol with RJ Cyler, Freddie Gibbs, YG, and a couple other people that I can't remember their names. That was a damn good movie.
You'll be on your own with that one.
That's cool. But it's
you
good.
The fuck out that one if you want to. You test line by line, so that's cool. But we're gonna wrap it here. I hope y'all have a good Martin Luther King Day. You know what I'm saying? Return to the Mac, return to Big Mart. And appreciate Noah you for stopping with us. It's always been a pleasure to have you on here. People don't know Noah's been on here multiple times, but he's been in Maine getting his doctorate. So that's where he was at for this time. Congratulations on you, King. Mitch, you got anything to say? Spoiler free. Yeah. So this has been another episode of the 892 podcast. Make sure y'all check out the shirts. I told y'all it was coming. It was coming. It was coming. This has been another episode. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We're on the road to 50K and on the road to 100K. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And we're gonna holler at y'all later. Peace. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of the 892 podcast where we always keep it 100. You heard none of them sound effects, did you? Nah. Hey.
Y'all niggas I was gonna keep the street. Oh, then how you coming, Glock? Pause. Okay.
It's the 892 podcast. You know how we do. We always keep it 100. Yeah.